I see in your eyes a lot of fog, right? That's not what you want. You want clarity, right? So we'll get some clarity right now. So first of all, how many of you work in sustainability or ESG or green finance? Okay, great. How many of you worked in this field since 2020? Wow, that's great. How about 2015? Roxana, I know you, right? Sort of. Okay, 2015. How about 2010? My first sustainability project was in 1987 when I was in high school. So I'm older than I look. So I've been doing this a very long time. And so that's why I want you to think about, when you think about going from fog to clarity, if you have anyone been to a medical doctor, right? You don't go to the medical doctor who says, I'm a medical doctor and I've been doing this, I've had 1 semester of education. You want to go to people who have experience. So we'll talk about our experience at Responsible Alpha. I formerly was a fund manager. I managed 41 mutual funds. One of my mutual funds was a Lipper Award winner. I've also advised Interpol, interesting. A couple of people I've done financial research on have gone to jail. That's not you. Don't worry, Adrian. I've worked with indigenous communities all over the world on site. I've worked extensively in North Macedonia. I've been to Lake Ohrid, which is beautiful. And I've worked around the world as a research scientist and as a sustainable finance expert, bringing these 2 communities together. Finally, I've taught sustainable finance since 2010. I teach at Johns Hopkins. I teach at FO Linz in Austria. I teach at York in Canada. So I'm not going to read the slides for you, but the first, you can read this yourselves. Again, I want you to go from fog to clarity. What you need to understand is that sustainability is about data, right? Who's scared of data? No, just data, just numbers. It's just information, right? You have to go from data to information, to knowledge, to strategy, to action. 5 steps, right? That's why you want to work with people who have been on this path before. Now, what that looks like from my perspective is I've made buy and sell decisions. Who's made buy and sell decisions and had to sign the bottom line in sustainability? Just me? Oh, come on. Someone please lie. Have some fun. Okay. I've made billions of dollars of buy and sell decisions. I had to review a company once. I looked at non-financial information. They were lying. I sold their $5 million position. They were at $112 a share. They went to $7 a share. So I made some money from my investors. Another company, I looked at their non-financial information and their financial reporting. I saw that they were lying. I contacted their CFO. They issued an $80 million impairment, and their market cap went down 20%. The information is there. You want to go from data to information, to knowledge, to strategy, and to action. So when you think of what we see here, or I see here, and my firm sees here, is that we see a lot of interest in sustainability. I've been in Romania a lot over the last 18 months. And it's fascinating to see the change in the audience that I see each time. First time I was here, it was like an American phrase would be deer in the headlights. Like, I'm not sure, what's this acronyms? What are these words? I don't understand. But here we see today a lot of intelligence. I see in your eyes, besides fog, I see in your eyes curiosity and interest, which is great. In other words, you're starting to see that maybe I can solve this. You can do this, right? And that's what's really exciting. Because when you think of what needs to occur in the Romanian context, is you have Article 8 and Article 9 funds. To qualify, one needs to report on a set of criteria. The 16 criteria here, which all the panel know by heart. But you see, the reason why that matters, from a sustainable finance perspective, when I'm a fund manager, or I'm working in a bank, or we've advised BlackRock and JP Morgan and all the others around the world, when you have sustainability criteria, you have two categories of information: financial data, and non-financial data. So when you're presenting non-financial data, it gives the investor, the lender, the supply chain partner, whether the supplier is upstream or borrower is downstream, an additional reason to maintain and grow that long-term relationship with you. And that's what matters. It's about relationship and growing that relationship. So you want to, in the Romanian context, you want to begin to consider completing the data you need so you can qualify for Article 8 and Article 9 funding. A significant portion of EU assets globally, EU assets and EU 27, are both Article 8 and Article 9. And this is what you see right now. Now, I did not make this data up, so it could be wrong. I transcribed it. This is from Bloomberg, okay? See, Banca Transilvania is in Article 8, they're in 109 Article 8 funds. And that's 77% of their total equity investment, right? They're in one Article 9 fund, and they're in 115 ESG funds, and that's 81% of their equity investment. Okay, does the table make sense? Okay, does anybody use Bloomberg? Is that just me? Oh, okay, good, thank you. So it's on the OWN screen, the ownership screen. Okay, just so you can replicate that. It may be available through Refinitiv. I favor Bloomberg. Sorry. So here you can see that the other companies have a much smaller equity. A much smaller quantity of equity funds invested in them that are either Article 8, Article 9, or ESG funds. So, you see the Bursa Valor de Bucuresti, right? They do a lot of sustainability work. The sustainability guidance that they have from 2022 is excellent, very strong. Yet here it's not an issue of, it's an issue of them presenting the data in a clear and concise manner to someone like myself when I worked in funds management, so I can add them to my investment universe. And then, guess what? That you might get more funds invested in your company, right? Excellent, right? But who works at a small, medium enterprise or micro enterprise? Most of us do, right? I'm guessing, right? My company, we're out of Delaware in the United States. We're 20 people. We're small, right? So this may not solve your problem, right? So again, if you want to look, when you're looking at consultancies and colleagues that have on your sustainability journey, you want to bring in institutions who walk the walk and talk the talk. So who has written and filed a GRI report? Okay, there you go. We know how to do that, right? That's a clear and concise skill. We're about to be B Corp qualified. It's a clear and concise skill. That's how those are the type of partners that you want to have, okay? So let me make sure I went through all my notes. One more thing. On capacity building, there's lots of different tools out there, right? I'm a grader for the CFA. Has anyone heard of the CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst? Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I'm a grader there, but I'm also a certified ecologist. So I'm a trained ecologist. I teach the Sustainability and Climate Risk Exam course, and I teach at various graduate programs around the world, and so do my team. And the key there is I'm not selling you on that, is that you want to, when you talk to people about capacity building, you want to cater to a program that meet your needs, that allow your team to grow, right? And you want to think about learning outcome statements and ways that allow your team to expand its sets of skills. We gave a presentation yesterday at the Bucharest Economic University. One of our students is here. Can you raise your hand? She's on her phone right now. Raise your hand. She's one of my students yesterday. It was great to see you here today. Sustainability is like learning to drive or ride a bike. Does anybody know how to drive or ride a bike? Right? Okay, some of you may not. That's great too. It's just one, you get on the bike and you learn. When you get in the car, okay, I turn it on, I go straight, and then I take a right, and then I take a left, I look at my map, I get lost. I'm a man, I'll never ask for instructions. My wife will always ask for instructions, and she'll tell me what to do, and that's the marriage contract of love. But that's just like sustainability, one step at a time. And why do we do this? Because it works, right? It can be incredibly impactful. It can lead to client retention, improving your supply chain, improving your financial bottom line, market share growth, growing revenue, and reducing risk. And that's why we do this. And so if you have any other questions, please let me know. It's wonderful to be back here in Bucharest. This is our contact details are right here. The PowerPoint will be distributed so you can look at it afterwards. I mean, you've taken your time out of your day to come here. You probably want to do something else, and I'm just really grateful that you're here today. And I want to thank Adrian and Magda for a wonderful event. And reach out to us. And that's how we work on this journey together. We have a lot of talented people in this room, a lot of leaders. You can make an enormous difference, and you can grow your market share, increase your revenue, reduce risk, and increase your impact.